Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mike, 44. Here we go. Kill. Easy, opposite. Quick. Check safety. Hey, easy.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, 14. 44 to Mike. Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Kill.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stay with your man. Check the backer. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1.
Hey, no. It's our time.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Check. 5-9. Hey, exit. Mike 50. I'm trying to cut.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Zoo. March 47. March 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Breeze to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Kill. Hey, easy. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26. 28. Hey, Haywood.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, watch. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. We ain't giving up nothing.
To throw is Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
We spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Sammy! Bravo! 44. Hey, easy. Get him.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
To throw is Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32. On the play. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, it's Kaiser. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now it's Ginn. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tillman Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. Hey, Charlie. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, easy. Watch the slip.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, wahoo! 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, kill. Let's go, dude. Hey, seam 6.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Jim.
Collins running it from the pistol. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Short yardage, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Ginn. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Orbit. You're not ready. You're not ready. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Opposite. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, easy. Team showed up.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Not today, you are. Not today. 47.
Now Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Ready?
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Kill. Hey, easy.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Throw left side, complete. It's Allen. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 44, Mike, 44.
3 buzz.
Here we go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Now Breeze. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the slant.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Here's Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming up to you.
To throw again. Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Strip that ball. Hayward.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the pass.
And the blitz does come. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
58 to Mike, 58.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Lewis has the first down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Come on, get the flag. Check. Go. 44, Mike, 44. We go.
Kaiser to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. 53. Situation, let's go. Hey, Delta. 44 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Football to Mike.
Hey, easy. I'm going to run you over.
Breeze now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down to Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Check three, shift.
Again, it's Lewis. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Alert 3.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Kaiser. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
47 Mike, 47. Hey, here we go.
47's the threat.
From the gun, Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Let's go, defense. 5-1. Defense. Check. Boy. Hot. 44. Mike, 44. I got it.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Saints.
Ready? 5-8. I got one. Check. Crunch. 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 Check, check, check.
They'll run with Allen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
At the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. 47. Let's go, defense. Our time. 11.
SOS.
Hey. High 7.
47's the mic. Go.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
You don't want none of that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Target. Hey, easy. Target.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And now here's another interception. A.J. now a loose football. The ball comes out. And some room to work. Ted Ginn's gonna go. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
13.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, switch gears.
Completes it to Lee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 1st down, Lewis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pull it together. Out. 36.
They try again with Lewis. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
set. Mike, boy, 47. Papa. That QB's trash. Let's go. Shit.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Mike, you better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he'll Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Whip. Watch go. 36. Here we go.
Mike, coming to you.
Hey, Zoo.
44, Mike. Check.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
44.
Throwing now is Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
47 Mike. 47. I got one.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike, boy.
You kill. Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He's at the 50. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Sammy! Bravo!
Bandit. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Nice, sweetheart. Good. Line 4, ready. Oh, here we go. Oh. 44. Ready, catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Collins. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alex Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
0-2, 0-2. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, Alpha. Pick it up. 40. Hey, easy. 44 to Mike. You got double up.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Mike, 44. Check.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, now they'll try the end around. Shifts by him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Collins. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.